After a few centuries on the dark side, I've made a radical lifestyle change. I became a cop to fight evil and save my soul. Why the sudden change of heart? Try 8 centuries of never making love with another neck. Prepare yourself. It's going to be a long night.
Meet Detective Nick Knight.
What's happening to me?
Please do not answer the door.
We are in a mood tonight.
I have to control it.
I don't want to be afraid of it anymore. What'd you become a cop for, Knight?
It's my penance.
13th century vampire, 20th century cop. Give in to what you are.
Never.
Forever Night on USA. Mondays at 10, premiering September 18th. This is Nick at dawn. This is Nick at night. 13th century vampire, 20th century cop.
Any questions?
Forever Night on USA. Premieres tomorrow night at 10.
You have to spot your opponent's weaknesses. Go for the jugular. Maybe I should take up tennis.
Forever Night on USA. Premieres Monday, September 18th. Cop Night.
Good and evil isn't always black and white.
13th century vampire, 20th century cop. Forever Night on USA. Tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central.
I'm a hunter. An ancient breed. For centuries, I've preyed on the outcast, the homeless, the innocent. And now, I'm going after the killers. Forever Night. It's going to be a long one.
He's a vampire with a badge. Forever Night. Check local listings for time and station.
Some guys become cops to save others. I became a cop to save myself. Forever Night. It's gonna be a long one.
Go to sleep. Eyes shut tight. Now the darkness awaits you.
Live forever.
I move at night. I fear no death. I live to sleep. While you sleep.
Forever Night. Weeknights at 7 Eastern and Pacific on Showcase.
Go home.
This Valentine's Day, we may not have Mr. Right, but may we introduce Mr. Bite?
I couldn't stop myself.
The Sci-Fi Channel's Forever Night Valentine's Day Marathon. Sci-Fi Channel next.
How's your tan coming?
A centuries-old crime-fighting vampire. Cursed with a conscience.
I'm not willing to live a life of eternal pain.
Sound familiar? Forever Night, next.
Sci-Fi turns night into day as Forever Night returns to the Sci-Fi lineup. Forever Night, weekdays at 11 a.m. on Sci-Fi. Put a little midnight in your daylight.
And lastly, as of April 1st, vampires will be able to walk in the daylight!
Vampires walk among us as Sci-Fi turns night into day. Forever Night returns to the Sci-Fi lineup with a 12-hour chain reaction all day Monday starting at 11 a.m. Put a little midnight in your daylight on Sci-Fi.
The night crawlers waiting for you.
You asked for it. Now sink your teeth into this. The groundbreaking series Forever Night is finally coming to DVD in this special 5-disc set.
Sometimes you get more than you bargained for.
Own all 22 episodes from the first season with over 17 hours of blood-sucking drama.
I want to ask you to believe something that's unbelievable.
A must-own DVD for any sci-fi fan. Forever Night. Buy it Tuesday. Only on DVD. Available at Suncoast.
The night holds many secrets, but his could be the death of you.
No!
Who are you?
Forever Night, next week.
This man needs your help in order to survive. Your donation of blood will give him another chance to breathe, to love, to live forever. Please give generously or else. Forever Night, weekdays at noon on Showcase.
On the next Forever Night.
Well, this is about as brutal as it gets.
A legacy of terror.
He has an evil I cannot begin to fathom.
Refuses to die.
I'm responsible for this. I could have stopped him.
History's most notorious killer.
His name is Jack the Ripper.
Returns with a vengeance.
He pursues you to avenge his family.
But could his next victim be Forever Night? A legacy of terror refuses to die.
His name is Jack the Ripper.
On the next Forever Night. On the next Forever Night. No! A savage killer stalks the city.
Move over, Lorena Bobbitt.
You think I did it, don't you?
Now Nick must trust the one person who knows the truth.
I'm better off trusting no one.
Unburden your conscience.
I don't want to die.
And risk his own life.
Who does?
Be rid of your sins.
Trust me.
To save an innocent woman. Forever Night. A savage killer stalks the city.
Move over, Lorena Bobbitt.
You think I did it, don't you?
Forever Night. On Forever Night.
Been dead at least 24 hours. No ID, and it looks like strangulation.
Nick's on the path of a high-class hitman.
A fella who gives his gal pearls can't be all bad.
Unless he strangles her.
But the long arm of the law
Petrushchenko is untouchable because of his political status.
could deem a killer invincible.
We have to go after him, Skank. This could cost us our careers.
On Forever Night. Nick tracks a killer.
We have to go after him, Skank. This could cost us our careers.
On Forever Night. On Forever Night.
I think I might be able to cure you.
An experiment in redemption puts Nick on the road to mortality.
Vampire. It's gone. There's something different about you today.
But an act of love
I want to stay cured.
It's not a cure, Nick. It's a fix.
could mean the kiss of death for Nick.
I'm telling you, Natalie. He's wigging. There's something wild in his eyes.
On Forever Night. On Forever Night.
I think I might be able to cure you.
An experiment in redemption puts Nick on the road to mortality. On the next Forever Night.
An asteroid headed towards Earth is gonna destroy life on this planet as we know it.
Face to face with the apocalypse.
Got more bodies than I usually get in a month.
The only choice is between death
Immortality is looking pretty good to me right now.
and a permanent hell.
I know what you are, and I know what you can do.
I'll try to do it with style. Forever Night.
gonna destroy life on this planet as we know it.
Forever Night.
I loved my husband very much.
You're thinking suicide?
All I'm saying is it's possible.
He was having an affair with his former assistant. Levy was already preparing for his divorce and was altering his will.
The shot came from a 55-degree angle above his head, neck. I'd have to say it looks like murder. Neck. I'd have to say it looks like murder.
On Forever Night.
Are you afraid?
No.
Nick and Natalie take a chance on love.
Hang on to this guy, Natalie, whoever he is. He put you on cloud 9, now he wants to keep you there.
But a voice from beyond has revenge in sight.
I will have the retribution that you promised me. I will deprive you of the mortal that you love.
Leaving Nick with the decision of his life.
I do not love this woman. And prove it to me. Bring her over.
On Forever Night. On Forever Night.
Are you afraid?
No.
Nick and Natalie take a chance on love. On Forever Night.
Best thing to do with garbage is burn it.
A ruthless killer is preying on the homeless.
The guy was torched with a flamethrower, just when you thought you'd seen everything.
Sending Nick and Skanky underground.
We just had another attack, same MO as before. Copy?
To put a chill on a merciless madman.
Come out, bugs. You can't hide forever.
Without getting burned.
Over here!
On Forever Night. On Forever Night, Nick and Skanky go underground to put the chill on a merciless madman. On Forever Night, a multimillionaire is brutally murdered.
Now, I say we're looking at a classic case of blood money.
Leaving his heir as the prime suspect.
I've seen money make even the most wealthy do the most disgusting things.
Now, Nick and Skanky must get to the bottom of the perfect crime.
I had nothing to do with my father's death.
Oh, but you did.
To keep an innocent man from being framed.
Ask yourself this. How much is my life worth?
On Forever Night. On Forever Night, a multimillionaire is brutally murdered. Now Nick and Skanky must get to the bottom of the perfect crime. On the next Forever Night,
we found her.
Oh, God.
Brutal crimes against children.
He has priors for molestation.
Bring back old-fashioned justice.
An eye for an eye. Know that.
Vigilantes now rule the streets.
That's the guy who took the little girl.
But when the law sides with the criminal...
I'm just doing my job. You smug bitch.
It'll take more than a mob.
You should be dead.
To kill a killer.
I did it for us.
Forever Night. Crimes against children bring back old-fashioned justice.
An eye for an eye.
Forever Night. A journey into the afterlife.
Have you ever heard the term flatlining?
Deliberately induced brain damage.
Takes a deadly detour.
You were hired to study consciousness, not play God.
You can't stop us.
But for a cop seeking absolution,
I have to
try, Nat. To die as a mortal.
A glimpse of mortality
He is playing with his life.
No!
could be his ultimate destiny.
What the hell did you do to Nick?
How long has he been dead? Answer me!
Forever Night. A journey into the future could be the ultimate destiny.
What the hell did you do to Nick?
How long has he been dead?
Forever Night. Maternal instincts.
She said she wanted to be immortal.
What Serena wanted then was a baby.
Become eternal hell.
Serena, I thought you wanted...
An endless life of darkness?
Now, one woman's only salvation
If I can get pregnant, I will also become mortal.
involves myth
Higher than high, under the light of a perfectly full moon.
and the murder of a mortal. Forever Night. Maternal instincts become eternal hell.
What Serena wanted then was a baby.
Forever Night.
Freeze!
A fearless act.
Forget what you saw.
Sparks of burning curiosity.
I'm gonna find out exactly who this Detective Nick Knight really is.
Don't probe.
Threatening to expose.
Allergic to sun, hypnotized, needs blood.
Oh, you're looking for a vampire, right?
Secrets of the night.
Want to talk about Nicholas? Is he a vampire?
You tell me.
Forever Night. A fearless act. Sparks of burning curiosity.
Want to talk about Nicholas? Is he a vampire?
Forever Night. The hunt for a murderer
Killing is lovemaking in its purest form.
forces Nick into the mind of a serial killer.
The thought of getting caught turns him on. He murders to possess, totally.
But when he sees his true self,
This is the most dangerous mind I've ever met.
It is our nature to possess.
will he return
I wasn't sure you'd come.
to a life he despised?
It's been so long.
Forever Night. In the mind of a killer,
Killing is lovemaking in its purest form.
sees himself. Forever Night. On the next Forever Night,
Got a Jane Doe. Looks like an OD.
when solving a string of mysterious deaths,
No one is to be trusted.
Found this at both scenes.
drives a wedge between partners.
I did this! And you can't handle that.
Skank decides he wants out,
Please accept my resignation, effective immediately.
but he won't survive retirement.
Please.
Forever Night. Skank decides he wants out, but will he survive retirement?
Please.
Forever Night. On the next Forever Night,
It looks like we have a repeater.
a serial killer stalks the city.
Criminal affairs. That means they think
a cop did it.
Police! Freeze!
And now Nick must take the fall
He was trying to set you up.
Another vampire.
for a vendetta carried on through the ages,
You didn't actually believe you killed me.
threatening his immortality.
I made you. What you made was a mistake.
Forever Night. A killer stalks the city and Nick takes the fall.
He was trying to set you up.
Another vampire.
Forever Night. On the next Forever Night,
Oh, what you've got. No!
In the line of fire,
Let a woman die here tonight.
This is not your fault.
an immortal falls to the most human of traits.
Guilt is a disease. I can't dismiss the pain I've caused others, but I'll do it for you.
Threatening his very existence. Forever Night. An immortal falls to the most human of traits.
Guilt is a disease.
Forever Night. On the next Forever Night.
I didn't think that was one of the services you offered.
The world's oldest profession
We are all ladies of the night.
comes in a fire.
The usual drill. A dead hooker, very posh hotel.
And now sins of the past.
You have no idea what it's like to have every man believe that he owns you.
Dictate justice.
Get this bastard.
My hands are tied.
Mine are not.
Forever Night. The world's oldest profession
We are all ladies of the night.
comes under fire. Forever Night. Sometimes truth
Maybe she knows.
What about you? How could she?
is stranger than fiction.
So you're not a believer?
Of course not.
I've always loved the night.
And for one woman, her vampire chronicles
I'm thirsty. Would you like a drink?
I'm debating that.
are about to come true.
Please take me. I want to be with you.
Forever Night. On Forever Night, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Please take me. I want to be with you.
On the next Forever Night,
How do you know the deceased?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
a love bite
Ellen didn't kill him. That was a vampire, as your partner knows only too well.
points to a temptress.
You killed him, didn't you?
No.
Is she a tortured soul
Haven't you ever wanted to die? No.
or one of the damned?
If she's out of control, somebody has to answer. That somebody's you.
Forever Night.
Tracy!
Has a temptress been seduced by the night?
If she's out of control, somebody has to answer. That somebody's you.
On the next Forever Night. Bloodbath.
She's got a boyfriend. Claimed he was a vampire.
Could expose vampires to the light.
You don't believe in vampires?
Of course not.
Is the murderer among the living?
Whether her killer is mortal or a vampire, Maggie is just as dead.
Or the undead?
If it is a vampire, it'll probably be dead before you can tell anyone.
On the next Forever Night. Is the murderer living or undead?
She's got a boyfriend. Claimed he was a vampire.
On the next Forever Night. On the next Forever Night, a hound from hell is on the hunt.
What the hell could do that to a person?
A Krush, a lower form of vampire.
Can night pick up his scent?
Whoa! Let's talk about dogs. Have you brought one across?
Before the beast bites back. Forever Night. from hell is on the hunt on the next Forever Night. On the next Forever Night.
Your grandfather's been murdered.
I knew that.
A shaman princess.
What do you see?
Darkness.
Walks with night among the spirits.
I helped you. Help us now.
But has she freed his soul?
You are still a vampire.
But I don't feel like one.
Or unleashed the evil within?
There's been another killing.
I know. I think I did it.
Forever Night. Will a shaman princess free Night's soul or unleash the evil within on the next Forever Night? On the next Forever Night. Criminals of war.
Your unit massacred 18 unarmed civilians.
Become victims of revenge.
He was killed with his own knife.
By a vampire born from tragedy.
You cried out for justice, and I delivered it.
Now Nick must choose.
This isn't war.
This is a crime! Whether to protect a killer.
You're gonna be dead very soon.
Or kill one of his own.
I'll destroy you.
Forever Night. Criminals of war become victims of revenge.
You're gonna be dead very soon.
On Forever Night. Got some bad habits. Now Night's gonna put the bite on him.
I want you to get Night off me.
Some cops work 9 to 5. For others, it's Forever Night. Forever Night on USA. Tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central.
When a gunman targeted Nick failed, I saw the bullet go right through you. His dark secret be revealed in court.
Defense calls Detective Nick Knight.
An all-new Forever Night tonight.
Her death was caused by a psycho, but they called it suicide. Is Nick's memory of an old love clouding his judgment?
So you think she killed herself?
Forever Night tonight.
I'm Detective McKnight.
The original vampire with a heart is back.
I'll see you guys when I get up tonight.
The cult hit that drew first blood and proves you can't have Twilight without the night.
Burn in hell.
Forever Night, all day tomorrow on Schiller. Scary good. He has a hunger for justice and a thirst for blood.
Burn in hell.
Forever Night, all day tomorrow on Schiller. Scary good. Before Edward, before Angel, there was...
I'm Detective McKnight.
The original vampire with a heart is back.
Your hospitality to strangers is heartwarming.
The cult hit that drew first blood.
I'll see you guys when I get up tonight.
And proves you can't have Twilight without the night.
Burn in hell.
Forever Night continues next on Schiller. Scary good.
This is Geraint Davies from Forever Night. One of my favorite things about Forever Night was the chance to travel into different time periods.
What time is it? What day is it? What century is it?
Even though I wasn't exactly fluent in every language.
I prefer working the night shift.
I was always fluent in the language of love.
I thought we'd agreed that we were going to let me look good for a change.
Ladies, you are watching Forever Night on Schiller. Scary good. Geraint Davies here from Forever Night. Certain Hollywood vampires these days are inspired by books. But in my day, well, books were inspired by us.
Freaking right, man!
In the late 90s, 3 books were published based on our characters. That might sound like bragging. That's because it is. I'm bragging. Beat that, Edward Cullen.
Oh, perfect. Just perfect. A terrible winner.
You're watching Forever Night on Schiller. Scary good. Geraint Davies here from Forever Night.
Detective Knight, Metro Homicide.
Forever Night aired in America, Europe, Australia, and each region saw slightly different versions of the show.
It's like being alone in an alien world. You really think so?
For example, the European version was longer, due to all the nude scenes.
It's time to rock.
Sorry, America. Maybe next time.
It's a very, very important piece.
You're watching the fully clothed version of Forever Night on Chiller. Scary good. Garrett Wynne Davies here from Forever Night. Look at me there. Relaxing. Enjoying blood straight out of the bottle.
Got to stop drinking this stuff.
Give me that!
When I wasn't on screen trying to convince you I craved blood.
Screw the sunrise. Give me the blood.
No!
I was off camera trying not to be sick.
You okay? You look like death warmed over.
Because the fake blood they made us drink
Taste the blood.
tasted disgustingly sweet.
Boy, sometimes being a vampire is a real disadvantage.
It was called Ribena. And if you're interested, I mean really interested, check out the nutrition facts on chillertv.com. You're watching Forever Night on Chiller. Scary good. Garrett Wynne Davies here from Forever Night. Glowing eyes can be found in cats, raccoons, and of course, actors who play vampires. I'm the latter, and I can tell you, those contacts were murder on the eyes.
No, I can't.
We found out they could cause long-term tissue damage.
Don't you think you might be overdoing it just a tad?
We almost went blind to entertain you. So, the least you can do is enjoy the show. No pressure.
I'd be careful if I were you.
You're watching Forever Night on Chiller. Scary good. Hi, this is Garrett Wynne Davies from Forever Night. There are two ways to become immortal.
What time is it? What day is it? What century is it?
Become a vampire, or if you've got the brains, write a book.
Burying your head into old books.
My vampire co-star Nigel Bennett did both.
Come and get it.
Nige co-authored a series of original vampire novels. Show off.
You've got no idea what it's like to have lived almost 800 years and never have tasted a French fry.
You're watching Forever Night on Chiller. Scary good. Everyone wants to fly, except for me, Garrett Wynne Davies from Forever Night.
What is his problem?
I don't think you want to know.
The first time we attempted a flying scene, the crew hung me from a crane high above the ground.
I'd be careful if I were you.
And as I hung there, suspended in the air, like some nerd a bully had hung on the back of a door,
No, this is not good.
it occurred to me that I may lose some street cred.
A fall from grace.
So after that, flying was implied on our show. And our cool factor remained intact.
You gotta be careful or you'll tarnish your image.
You're watching Forever Night on Chiller. Scary good. Forever Night has the best fans in the business.
A lot of people are going bananas about this vampire.
In fact, at two different points in our history, we were almost canceled.
This is way too big to let go by.
And right before our blood was drained,
How on earth do you think you can help this 800-year-old body?
our fans saved us with letter-writing campaigns.
Boom. Big hit.
I'd like to thank the fans for sticking with us. This is Garrett Wynne Davies, and you're watching Forever Night on Chiller. Scary good.